Hello and welcome back to the Love and Dating Podcast. I'm your host, your dost, Niyoti, and today we are diving into a topic that hits close to home for so many men out there. That is, common mistakes men make when looking for love and how to avoid them. If you have ever felt like you are putting yourself out there, doing everything right but still not finding the connection you are looking for, you are not alone. Love can feel like a mystery sometimes, but the truth is there are some common traps men fall into that can unknowingly block their chances of finding a meaningful relationship. In today's episode, we will unpack these mistakes, talk about why they happen, and most importantly, how you can overcome them. So if you're ready to step up your dating game and find the love you truly deserve, stick with me. This episode is for you. Let me start with a story. A friend of mine, let's call him Sam, was one of those guys who seemed to have it all together. He was smart, successful, and generally a nice guy. Yet when it came to love, he kept striking out. He would meet women, go on dates, but things never seemed to progress. Eventually, he started blaming himself, thinking he was not good enough or that there was something wrong with him. One day over a coffee, he said to me, "I just don't get it. I'm doing everything right. I'm being respectful. I'm putting myself out there. But it's like I keep hitting a wall." As we talked, it became clear that Sam was making a few subtle but impactful mistakes. For example, he wasn't being authentic on dates. He was trying too hard to impress. He was also rushing to define the relationship, which scared potential partners off. And perhaps the biggest issue, he hadn't taken the time to figure out what he wanted in a partner. The good news? Once Sam recognized these patterns, he was able to shift his approach. A year later, he met someone incredible and they are now engaged. The story isn't unique. So many men unknowingly make similar mistakes when looking for love, and that's exactly what we are here to address today. The number one mistake, focusing too much on external qualities. The first common mistake is placing too much emphasis on external qualities like looks, status, or surface level compatibility. Don't get me wrong, physical attraction matters, but it is not the whole picture. When you prioritize these qualities, you risk overlooking the deeper traits that make a relationship thrive, like kindness, emotional intelligence, shared values. A relationship built on looks alone can feel exciting at first, but it often lacks the depth needed to last. How to avoid this mistake? Shift your focus inward. Ask yourself, does this person make me feel heard and valued? Are our long-term goals aligned? Do I enjoy spending time with them beyond physical attraction? Mistake number 2, ignoring emotional vulnerability. Another big one, many men shy away from showing vulnerability. There is this outdated notion that men need to be stoic, always in control and never express deeper emotions. But here is the truth. Real connections are built on authenticity, and that means allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Think about it. How can someone truly connect with you if they don't see the real you? Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's a strength. It shows you trust the other person enough to let them in. How to avoid this mistake? Start small. Share a personal story or talk about your passions. Let your guard down bit by bit and notice how it deepens the connection. Mistake number 3, not knowing what you want. Here is a question. How can you find the right partner if you don't know what you are looking for? One of the most common mistakes is going into the dating world without clarity about your own needs, values, and goals. Imagine going grocery shopping without a list. You will likely end up with a cart full of items you don't need. Dating without intention is the same. It leads to confusion and frustration. How to avoid this mistake? Take some time to reflect. What are your non-negotiables? What are your deal breakers? Knowing these answers will help you recognize the right partner when you meet them. Mistake number 4, rushing the process. Love isn't a race, but many men fall into the trap of rushing. Whether it's pushing for exclusivity too soon or expecting instant chemistry. Relationships take time to grow, and trying to fast forward can put unnecessary pressure on both you and your partner. How to avoid this mistake? Practice patience. Focus on building a strong foundation first. Trust, respect, and mutual understanding. The rest will follow naturally. Mistake number 5. Not communicating effectively. Lastly, let's talk about communication. So many misunderstandings in relationships stem from poor communication. Whether it's not expressing your feelings, avoiding difficult conversations, or assuming your partner can read your mind. Remember, communication isn't just about talking, it's also about listening. Pay attention to what your partner says and what they don't say. Sometimes it's unspoken cues that matter most. How to avoid this mistake? Make open and honest communication a priority. If something's bothering you, address it. If you are unsure about your partner's feelings, ask. It's better to clarify than to assume. So are you wondering how to apply all of these in real life? Here is a quick recap. Focus on deeper qualities, not just external ones. Be open to emotional vulnerability. Get clear on what you want in a partner. Take your time, don't rush the process. Communicate openly and honestly. When you approach dating with these principles, you will not only avoid common mistakes but also set yourself up for a relationship that is truly fulfilling. If there is one thing I want you to take away from this episode, it's that love isn't about being perfect. It's about being authentic, intentional, and willing to grow. The right partner will appreciate you for who you are, but it's up to you to create the space for the connection to happen. And if you're feeling unsure about where to start, I've got something special for you. In the episode description, you will find the link to our Dating Right workshop. This workshop is designed to help you avoid these common pitfalls, understand what you truly want in a partner, and build the confidence to find the relationship you deserve. Imagine being in a relationship where you feel seen, valued, and deeply connected. It's possible, and it starts with taking that first step. Click the link in the description to register and start your journey towards better dating today. Thank you for joining me today on the Love and Dating podcast. I am Niyoti, and I'll see you the next time. Remember, love isn't just about finding someone, it's about finding the right someone. Because remember, you deserve the love. Happy dating, guys!